In this video, we're going to have a look at using a doubling and halving method to be able to perform multiplications. Now, what this method means is that we're going to take one of the numbers and we're going to double them. And we're going to take the other number and we're going to halve them. This gives us an equivalent calculation. So that means that the calculation will have the same answer. But hopefully what it will mean is that it will make the calculation easier for us to do it in our heads or using a mental method. So let's start with the first one. We've got 4 times 14.5. Now, if I was to half the number 4, I would get 2. And if I was to double 14.5, I would get 29. Now, this means that I'm now trying to find 2 times 29. Now, multiplying by 2 is easier than multiplying a decimal by 4. So we've made our calculation easier. So 2 times 29 is equal to 58. And that is the same answer as 4 times 14.5. Now, it's really important you think about which number you want to half and which one you want to double, because sometimes, depending on which one you do, you might actually make the calculation more difficult. So, for example, in B, we've got 15 times 40. Now, if I was to half 15, I'd actually end up with a decimal number because 15 is odd. So I'd be better off multiplying 15 by 2, so doubling 15 to give 30, and then dividing 40 by 2 to give 20. So we've now got 30 times 20. Now, what we can do to multiply these numbers is we can multiply the 3 and the 2, which gives us 6. And then we've got 2 zeros, so I'm going to add the 2 zeros, and that's going to give me 600. Now, this final example, we've got a decimal. So in order to be able to get rid of our decimal, we do want to multiply, we want to double. So I'm going to double the 2.5 to give 5, and I'm going to half the 204, and this is going to give me 102. Now, I could calculate 5 times 102, but it's still looking quite tricky. So I'm actually going to apply my doubling and halving again to try and make it more simple. So if I was to double 5, it would give me 10, and if I'm halving 102, that's going to give me 51. Now, multiplying a number by 10, we're just adding a 0 on. So 10 times 51 is 510. And this is definitely easier than trying to calculate 2.5 times 204.